Welcome back, everyone. For those in the channel, man, oh man, I should say over the Discord, we are on fire. Another monster day, 5 figures in the account. We're going to talk some altcoins in this video. I want to dig through what I was looking at, what you should be looking at, and taking advantage of this when it comes to the technicals. We'll look a little bit at a Doge coin, a little Solana, and some other ones as well, because folks, this train, I believe, is just starting. Yes, we're overbought in the near term, but the long term, giddy up, folks. I really do feel like we have some upward momentum coming. Put the mo in momentum and enjoy it. And we got a big announcement. We got a big announcement for people. We have finally released the 4-step framework for how to learn to do technicals, and it's fire. And click that first link down below. You'll be brought here. You're going to want to take advantage of this, the 4-step framework for successful technical analysis. It teaches you how to learn to do technicals. I know it's a mouthful, but once you get in there, you will take advantage of it, and I do recommend it. It's like Elon creating the factory that makes the factories that makes the cars. I'm going to get you the hardest part here, which is setting up the framework down below. Webinar is now live. And for those not in the Discord, what are you waiting for? We had a private live stream today, 2-0 on the trades. We went over all the technicals on a lot of different plays and tons of information. Click that. We have 36 learning lessons, expert traders, so much more. The portfolio, earner tier. The 50% off expires shortly, so take advantage of that. And of course, Kraken's where I'm getting my stuff. Free 25 USDG for my viewers if you trade 100 or more using the third link down below. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk shop. Let's go. It is time. And I'll share the portfolios to start. We'll go from there. This is the Coinbase portfolio. Let's update it. Make sure it's all up to date. We are 24727. So today down slightly, $367 over the last week, 26 grand up over the last month, 61,000 up. Now, for those who do not know, I took some profit because I expect a little bit of a pullback. I got that pullback, and now I'm slowly pulling back in. And so everything I've been doing with the technicals has been absolutely perfect. Kraken. 32, we were at all-time highs around 32.9. We are down a little bit from there. You guys can see the gains I got over here. I'm not selling any of this. This I'm just going to let go. I'm just going to let this one go. We're going to see how this works out over the long term. And, of course, here's the big one. Here's the big one, up 16,000 today alone. And you might say, how, Mo? I thought things pulled back. They did. I have the other stocks in here. My biggest winner of the day, 10% on HCC, running it up. For those who followed along, I put 100K into that, last week, 2 weeks ago. Up 18% since then. That's one of them plays I share with you guys here on the channel. Baba doing well. Got me another couple of G's there. So put it all together. Today alone, 16,000 on my equities today. 34 bucks on my stocks, or on my crypto, which is okay. It's okay. I'm okay with this. I rebalanced a little bit today, added some plays in, all this and the other thing. But there's your update. Let's get into the charts. We got a lot happening, and I want to talk about those charts. So let's go with, of course, XRP. I'll take a quick look. You can see or can't see the doji there. We have what I was hoping for is a bottle rocket. If we can get a little momentum up, we have a nice push above the resistance. If we can get this confirmation candle here before the end of the day, which doesn't look like it's going to be anything to really write home about, but what we're looking for is a little push up over the next 24 hours would be nice. Give us a confirmation that we're going to move higher. And then $4 should be incoming. If not, here is your support right here, folks. 340. You lose 340, you're going down to the 13 EMA, which is 316. So we got a couple things we're looking for. I'm not panicky about this because I do feel strongly about where crypto is going. You can see ETH as well, just real quick before we get into the alts. I sold yesterday expecting a pullback. We got that pullback. Now, for those who have been with me, a lot of people were surprised. Mo took some profits. Mo took profits. Yeah, I took some profits. And of course, that was yesterday, and now it's red. And they're like, how did you know? Because we had what I call a warning shot after a monster run, and that warning shot is normally a time where you'll start to see a little pullback the next day or two, and the RSI has a chance to breathe. The RSI is now down to 79 from that 85, and that's what I look for. So that takes me to Doge and some of the other altcoins I wanted to talk about. Very similar situation. You see the warning shot right here. Monster run, warning shot, sell off. And this sets us up going forward for a chance to get into some other positions here. Now, for those who followed this, took your profit like I did, you sit back and patiently wait. It's not, this is the top, this is over. It's not that. You got to ask yourself this. Do you believe the run is over? And the answer to me is absolutely not. There is so much money flowing into the crypto sector, but there is a ton of OGs that were in crypto before this run up. And they are starting to position themselves to take some profits. You can read this out there in some of the research. So you start to see this. Look, the RSI on Doge finally has come down to below 75, 74.59. I do believe at the worst, we will test the 13 down at 22 cents. If that is the case, anywhere here should be a decent buy area. And that's for me personally, because I am watching to get into a substantial Doge position, as well as some of the other things out there. Let's take a look at SUI. I know a lot of people are in SUI. You can see my resistance has stayed the same. We got up there, hit it kind of sideways. We are at 64 on the RSI. Very nice looking chart. Not as bad as some of these ones that ran up hot. And so that's okay. Shiba Inu, I know a lot of people watching Shiba Inu. Same, look at this, Stockmo Unicorn, poop, right there. Then you get the warning shot. When it comes to technicals, you do not ignore the warning shot. You get that warning shot there, and you can even say right here, look, right here, warning shot, down you went all the way to the 5, and then bounced back up, down to the 13. There it is. You hit the 13, and then it was takeoff. So I'm waiting for something similar here to hit the 13, and then that's the what I call the trampoline effect, where we, boom, up we go. And that's what I'm hoping. If the 13 fails, obviously we got the 50. 50 fails. It's not winner, but it's definitely a bearish case where you're going to see another 10 to 20% below the 50 EMA. And that's one of the things I was watching for there with Shiba Inu. Now, I know we were talking about in my live stream, Solana. Somebody said, hey, Mo, check out Solana. Let me know what you think. So I will. And so right here, what you're seeing, nice run up. 80 on the RSI, way hot. Way hot. Time to buy it would have been when it crossed, the 13 was crossing the 50 right in here. And of course, if you did, you got in there, what, 159-ish, 160, and we are all the way up to about 200 now. So you would have had a nice 20% gain, but that one's overheated. So that one doesn't excite me like I would like to be, because when I see them run up like that and the RSI's in the 80s and everything, it's hard for me to go out there and get excited. Bonk is one that absolutely ran like a champ. We are up over 200% in that position in the small count challenge. I think we're at 170 something now, roughly. Where are we? Bonk is up 180% for us. So nice position there. I did want to go over Bonk. You can see we got overheated, pushed back down to the 5. The 5's holding, 5's holding, 5's holding. So this is showing some bullish tendencies. And I'll move this line up, because this is what I think, if we cross this and confirm, I think it's takeoff yet again. But I would look for the 13 to be where you get that bounce. So if we do come down, hit a big wick, and then off the 13, I would expect a rebound off of that. So I do like what I'm seeing with some of these altcoins. Another one I do like to follow is Cardano, and you can see that ran right here is when I would have liked to buy it, right before we crossed the 13, the 5 already crossed. And it's tough because you have a triple crust, which makes it difficult. But if you buy on that warning shot, which normally leads down, it ran. That's a tough one, because the 13 is that powerful crossing the 50. It is that powerful. So now we're seeing red. People are nervous. You should be, because look, you got the RSI in the 79. That means a lot of people buying. Genius Act changed everything, but you don't want to be caught and all of a sudden lose all your profits. So I did want to bring all this to everyone's attention. I hope this helped. It was a quick update. Get over to get that webinar. First link down below. Second link down below. Get into the Discord. 50% off for a few more days. And third link down below. Kraken 25 free USDG. You can turn it into anything you want for trading $100 or more. But you got to use that link. All right, family. That's the update. I appreciate you stopping by. I will see you in the Discord.